Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be my new Marvel Daredevil video. There was some great news recently, so we'll break it all down. There's a bunch of Easter eggs and a big plan for the Daredevil characters in the MCU going forward. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. I'll be doing videos for the Hawkeye series after Marvel What Ifs finale, which is happening this Wednesday, so we're going to be getting a whole bunch of stuff really soon. But you may have seen the news this past week making the rounds that Marvel is planning a new Daredevil series that will take place after the current group of series that they're working on right now, bringing back most of the main cast of the Daredevil Netflix series without completely changing their characters or recasting a bunch. Which I think is what most people were asking for. It's not exactly Daredevil Season 4, but I'll explain what it seems like the plan is just based on the next couple of series in all the other Marvel Disney Plus series and Marvel movies that we know the characters are going to cameo in. But the idea is that leading up to this Daredevil revival series, Daredevil and Kingpin, at least, will appear in a couple other Marvel Disney Plus series and possibly Marvel movies. You may remember last year when it was reported that they were planning on bringing Daredevil and Kingpin back in the Marvel Disney Plus series and the Marvel movies. We've known about that for a while. So we've got the Hawkeye episodes coming up in November. I will be doing full episode videos for that, just like I do for the other Marvel Disney Plus series like What If, like the Loki series, like WandaVision. But during that, they're going to be introducing the Maya Lopez Echo character. This is what she looks like. She's going to be one of the antagonists. You could say one of the subtitles for the series should be Let's Kill Hawkeye, because it seems like pretty much everybody except for Kate Bishop wants to kill Hawkeye on that series. Least of all Val and Yelena Belova from the Black Widow post-credit scene.
Maybe you'd like a shot at the man responsible for your sister's death. Kind of a cutie.
So during that, Maya Lopez's Echo will be one of the antagonists, but she is a core Daredevil character in the comics whose father was killed by Kingpin, who they're also supposedly bringing back. But Kingpin takes her as a child and pulls a Thanos, like Thanos destroyed or balanced Gamora's homeworld, depending on how you want to look at it. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Raised her as his own child to become this hardcore assassin. She is canonically deaf, and they cast a deaf actress to play her character. Like I said, this is who she is. She's standing next to Hawkeye, and you'll notice he's wearing a version of his comic book accurate purple costume from the Matt Fraction Hawkeye run that they're adapting for the Hawkeye episodes. She winds up developing a very Taskmaster-like ability to copy people's moves on the fly, echo people's moves, thus the name Echo. Also kind of radar too, like Daredevil has his special sight ability, like he can't see, but he can kind of see. Is the same thing with Echo in her hearing. Before she learns Daredevil's secret identity, she winds up falling in love with Matt Murdock separately, but Kingpin sends Echo to kill Daredevil, trying to get rid of him, lying to her, telling her that Daredevil was responsible for the death of her father. She's powerful enough to defeat him in combat, but while she's about to kill him, she learns his secret identity, that Daredevil is Matt Murdock, the dude that she had recently fallen in love with, so she spares him and eventually learns the truth about Kingpin lying to her. So she's a very Elektra-like character in that respect, like another anti-hero in the MCU who has a relationship with Daredevil. And as I've said in my Hawkeye trailer video, Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin is supposed to have some kind of cameo scene towards the end of the Hawkeye episodes, but he's not a really big character during that series. The idea being that somebody hires Maya Lopez's Echo character to kill Hawkeye during the events of the Hawkeye series because of her connection to Kingpin. The whole idea being that Kate Bishop, Hawkeye's origin story, and her family are heavily connected to the mob in the New York City area. And just based on all the Hawkeye trailer footage, if you haven't lived in New York City or you're not familiar with the New York City landscape, based on the footage, it seems like most of the series takes place between Hell's Kitchen on the west side and Midtown East. So it makes sense that there will be some Hawkeye crossover with the characters from the Daredevil Netflix series, because so much of the series takes place close to Hell's Kitchen. But supposedly the idea is that they introduced Maya Lopez's Echo character during this, reintroduce Kingpin as a proper part of the MCU, Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin, just to be clear. And then you probably heard the news about them doing a full-blown Echo spin-off series on Disney+. During that series, the idea is that Kingpin would be a much bigger character, and the Echo series just overall would feel kind of like a Daredevil Season 4 with more of the characters coming back, without actually being a full-blown Daredevil Season 4. Like the timeline of the characters would be such that the series picks up after the events of Daredevil Season 3 to keep most of their origins in continuity with what's happened in the MCU recently, like the events of Spider-Man No Way Home and the Loki series. And during that, supposedly that's when Charlie Cox's Daredevil comes back legit for some of those episodes. There was also a report early last year that Charlie Cox was supposed to come back on the She-Hulk episodes as a version of Matt Murdock because she's a lawyer for superheroes who works in the New York City area. There'll be 9 episodes, and they'll be using the series for a bunch of different cameos, not just Abomination and Bruce Banner Hulk. So it makes a lot more sense that Matt Murdock would show up for a cameo scene on something like that. But those She-Hulk episodes won't be released till early next year. The Echo episodes, where there'll be way more of these Daredevil characters coming back, wouldn't be released till like really late in 2022 or 2023. But it's after the Echo episodes are released, per this new report, that Marvel would do the Daredevil Netflix revival series, but as a soft reboot inside the MCU proper, so that the timeline makes sense. Like, according to the report, Marvel's just going to change a few minor aspects about the characters' backstories so that it makes sense within the existing Marvel movies and Disney Plus series that have happened up to the point. Daredevil Netflix and the other Marvel Netflix series were already connected to the Marvel movies, but a lot of the references that they made were kind of vague, or they would come up with other names for big MCU events. Like, they had another name for the Avengers movie in the Battle of New York. You never heard them referencing the Avengers by name a whole lot. They would always have funny ways of mentioning them. Like, they refer to Captain America as the flag wearer instead of just calling him Captain America. So I think the idea is that by the time they're actually ready to release these new supposed legit Daredevil episodes, they'll have cameoed a lot of these characters in other series, so you already have a pretty solid idea for what's going on in their lives in present-day MCU when those episodes eventually pick up.
All right.
Hey,
Oh,
Kyle.
here we go. That's you, right?
No, that's Matt's mask. Mine's the one with the white eyes.
Oh, right. All right, here you go.
There weren't any kind of reports about what the story of this new Daredevil series would be or who the new main villain would be. We know Kingpin would show up, but beyond that, we don't know which other brand new comic book characters they would pull for it. Bullseye is still out there, but the last we saw of him at the end of Daredevil Season 3, he had completely gone off the rails, and he'd been masquerading as an evil Daredevil wearing the costume to make people think that Daredevil was evil. Then he turned on Kingpin, who broke his back, so it's not like they're going to be working together anytime soon, leading up to him, though, getting his proper origin story moment with the adamantium spine. There were so many theories about them doing the adamantium spine and that being sort of a gateway or a teaser for what was happening with mutants during Marvel Phase 4, Marvel Phase 5. Bullseye has his trademark sharpshooter abilities, but also his adamantium spine makes him extra damage resistant, and it destroyed his pain receptors so he doesn't feel pain during fights, leading him to push himself beyond normal limits, like plus ultra. Yes, there are all the Spider-Man No Way Home Daredevil Matt Murdock rumors. I haven't actually seen any footage of him from the recent trailers that show him. There was a brand new IMAX version of the trailer that provided some extra context, though, that sort of debunked some of the rumors. There were a lot of people that thought that Matt Murdock might show up during this interrogation scene when he's being grilled by the police about Mysterio's video and the drones. A character slams his forearms down on the table, and a lot of people are like, maybe that's Matt Murdock.
Listen, I did not kill Mysterio. The drones did.
The drones that are yours.
But what happened was they released this IMAX Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. You can actually see the actor's face, and it's this actor here, so very clearly he is not Matt Murdock. So if he does show up during the movie, it's going to be during some other part. Most people are just focused on trying to spot Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Like, they're at the top of everyone's detective list. If Daredevil winds up appearing in a new cameo scene, that'll just be icing on the cake. I know there are a lot of questions about what's going on with Val and the Hawkeye episodes or the Echo episodes. Is she going to be recruiting more people, more anti-heroes? My assumption right now, just based on what we've seen so far and all the teasers and the post-credit scenes, is that she'll probably have a cameo scene during Hawkeye because of the Yelena Belova Black Widow post-credit scene, just to provide some connection back to that, and her mission to kill Hawkeye for whoever it is that they really work for. I know there are a lot of theories about that. Based on all the reports from the Marvel movies that they're currently filming right now, like Black Panther 2, it sounds like Val is going to be showing up in a bunch of future projects, so it might be a while before they completely pay that off. My expectation right now is that the Thunderbolts team that it seems like she's putting together won't actually fully be paid off until we get to something like Captain America 4, and it'll be a couple years before we see that movie. It would be really cool if they turned Captain America 4 into like a Dark Avengers movie, like we've all been expecting Thunderbolts, but what if they go full-blown Dark Avengers? So Val is going to recruit someone from the Hawkeye series. It would probably wind up being Echo. But what'll happen is my Marvel What If Episode 9 finale video will post on Wednesday. Then the Hawkeye episodes will start after that. We'll get a new Hawkeye trailer really soon and a new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. So of course I'll do Easter egg videos for all that stuff. If you have any big questions about what's going on or any of the series or any of the other trailers, just let me know in the comments below. While you wait for everything, click here for my full Venom Let There Be Carnage post-credit scene video and Spider-Man Easter eggs, and click here for my brand new Marvel Eternals trailer video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.